They are everywhere. They just went right by me. I'm putting the phone away in case they come back. Wow. I got all my stuff covered though, luckily. It's a lot of geese. What is up, everybody? Thank you for choosing the video. Today I am back out and we are stealth camping. So, came out to this absolutely beautiful park. We are in the city, on a lake. There are a lot of people. There are workers that are working on the park. What's funny is the first spot that I wanted to go to, I'll show you that right now. Here's spot number one. As you can see, the trees are way higher than I thought. We got a worker right there cutting the grass. But it's kind of interesting when you see trees on a map and then you show up and you see the trees and they're like 10 feet, you know, clearance. So first spot didn't work out at all. But I think I found an absolutely perfect spot. Right now where I'm sitting, I'm not going to be camping here. I'm kind of just, you know, at a site right now so that people don't see me in my big old bag. So we're sitting around. I am currently surrounded by Canada geese and a couple swans that are not happy that I am here. By the way, actually, yeah, in my last stealth camping video, I called Canada geese this. So I think we'll wait a little bit. I don't want to get charged by Canadian Python or whatever they're nicknamed. And got a comment, which thank you very much, by the way, because I forgot the nickname. They're actually called chicken cobras. Hi there, me from the future. It's cobra chickens, not chicken cobras. I don't even know what a chicken cobra is. And yeah, they are not happy that I got one staring me down. They're all kind of anxious that I'm here. So I'm gonna have to be careful. So we're gonna sit, we're gonna take a second, we're gonna let it cool down, and then we'll hit up the spot that I'm gonna set up a bivy style stealth camping setup. Spew. Let's get, again, I'd say let's get to work, but we're just kind of waiting. So let's get to waiting. These guys are not happy that I am here. They're all watching me like a hawk. Here's a fun fact for you, in case you didn't know. Canada geese, for the most part, they take the same, it's like an airway, it's like a highway in the air when they migrate. So in the winter time, when they leave the north, they come this way, believe it or not. So a lot of these geese could very well be from Saskatchewan. It's part of the highway that they take, which means I could have very well have hunted some of these geese like years ago, a couple years ago. And I think maybe they're like, I remember him. Tell me he's not like, I knew it was you. Even got a diver duck hanging out now. Boom, and down he goes. Those guys are awesome. So one thing I'd like to bring up really quick while I sit around and wait with my friends is I've gotten a handful of messages and comments about the audio in my videos and how it kind of varies, which thank you, by the way. I'm not complaining. I didn't know that it was as bad as it was. I am working on it. I just need to get a mic together. But unfortunately my phone is like an ancient iPhone, and so I actually did buy a wireless mic, but it didn't work with my phone, so I have to find one that works with an older iPhone. So I am working on that. I would very much like to have a mic so that I don't have to worry about the audio. So yeah, I figured I'd just bring that up. Thank you to the people letting me know, and just bear with me as I try getting camera gear to, my goodness. I was getting camping gear together before I was kind of worrying about camera gear and audio and stuff. So now I think I can look at getting a mic. So within the next bit, fingers crossed, we'll have a mic going, and my audio will be a lot better. I have a feeling it's like when I look away from the camera, so if I'm talking to you and then I turn this way and start talking, I think that's the problem. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to that and talk towards the phone for a little bit. But yeah, I am working on getting a mic for everybody who's wondering, or for anybody who that would excite. That, yeah, videos are just gonna get better, I guess is the point of the spiel. Alright, we got some pretty decent clouds coming in right now. And the funny thing is, it's supposed to rain basically tomorrow, like 4 a.m. it was supposed to start raining. I was a little nervous about packing up because everything's going to be wet. But wouldn't it be funny if they're wrong and it's going to rain tonight, like it's going to rain today? I wouldn't mind it, I'm not going to lie, because it would help with getting people would leave, right, that wants to walk around in the rain, and it would cool down drastically. But wouldn't that be funny? They're wrong again. It starts raining now instead of like 10 hours from now. Okay, these guys are getting a little agitated, and there's one thing I know, is not to be around geese when they're agitated. I don't know if there's like a flock over here. Yeah, see, some are like coming over. So I don't know if there's gonna be a fight. Also, I want a snack. And that's the other thing I know is don't eat around geese. They'll take it from you. So let's get out of here. Let's go walk around a little bit. I might go to the spot and show it to you where I'd like to set up, and we'll have a snack. But I can't really move around too much, right? Like I gotta stay out of sight. But I want a snack. So let's go do that. Hopefully you can see me. I'm trying really hard to not attract attention. There are a lot of people around right now. I got a little snack. I wanted to head to the spot where I'm going to be setting up. Sorry if the wind's bugging you, but there are people set up there right now and they're kind of hanging out. As you know, it's a park. I'm going to wait a little bit, let it die down a little bit. Yeah, I really don't want to attract too much attention. So, have a little snack, and then hopefully when they leave, I'll head over there and kind of call the spot. But yeah, snack time. Okay, lots of people, wow. So we're still waiting on the family. Cool thing though about being in a park, there's water fountains. This is luxury. You kidding me? We got water fountains, we got garbages, we got a washroom that might be open in the morning. But I'm on my way to get some water, so I drank all mine. There we go. Does it fit? Oh, just. Nice. Are we in there? Nope. There we go. Nice. There's some water. This is so funny. I finally got the spot. I'm trying to move this picnic table, and a worker let's just keep getting closer and closer. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't notice. I'm trying to get the picnic bench up there where it's flat. Let's get her did. All right, we got it. Camp set up. Boom. Gonna be setting up the bivy. Sort of help us a little bit, the picnic bench. But, hoo-wee, that was a struggle. Right now, there aren't that many people around. That's why I'm filming. But I'm gonna sit down, kind of, again, out of sight, out of mind, right? I'm gonna try and not attract attention. But we got it. Okay, well, I've just been kind of laying low. There are of people walking through this park. So I've just been kind of, I'll be honest with you, I've been editing my video. So I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting. I anticipate it's going to get a little bit busier as the day goes on, but we'll have to see. What's funny, hopefully you can hear me. What's funny is a couple of workers came through here on lawnmowers, and then one sat like in behind you a ways out, and another one sat off to the side. I was wondering if they know about me. At the very least, they're probably like, you see that guy? He's we'll have to see if they say anything. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. By the way, fingers crossed they don't say anything. Not. Okay. Hopefully the wind doesn't bug you too much. Couple things have happened since we last spoke. The first was I was able to discreetly pour myself a little bit of fun juice, which is really funny because right over here there was a couple sitting there, and so I had to do it really quietly and, you know, try and get my get the cup out from my cook set and without making too much noise. What's funny is I forgot completely. It turns out like wasps and bees are actually attracted to so I forgot my lid in the cook setup. So I was like, oh man, I was trying to cover it was freaking hilarious anyways. So I had to go back in and get the lid so that the bees and wasps and whatnot can't smell it. Anyways, they finally took off. I've just been kind of hanging out, and I figured I'd show you my little stealth setup to hide my drink here. Wanna see? One of the few times you'll see me without a hat. The invasion has started. They're on to me. Go, buddy. Hurry up. There's some snacks there. Go grab it, quick. Go on. Attaboy. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Try it out. Nice. Alright, you didn't even want it? Are you serious? You're ruining the shot, man. You really? All right. Huh? Yeah, he didn't even want it. Wow. He even did a double take. That's what happens when you're trying to help scavengers. All right. You think anybody will notice if I slip into my camp shoes? Only me and you will know. Shh. Okay. Well, you remember when I said this? I anticipate it's going to get a little bit busier as the day goes on. Well, that is 100% true. So the evening crowd is here. It is really busy. So I am 100%, like I'm even tucking my phone, the tripods, you name it. I'm just a guy sitting here, put it that way. I even went for the time lapse and I was like, no, but we gotta wait now, big time. There's a lot of people. Okay, well, Oh, has it been busy? Couple of things though. Actually, three things. First of all, that little, I made that kind of time lapse because the time lapse wouldn't do it. The moon, like that looks like the sun. That's the moon. Full moon, absolutely beautiful. Second thing, I'm changing my plan up. I am gonna set up back here. Instead of where I was originally gonna set up, we're gonna go back there. We're gonna set up right along the edge. I might move the picnic table back out because I'll be honest with you, I want to kind of separate it from me. Like if people decide for some reason to show up and they see the picnic benches, and I don't want them to be close to me. So I'm debating whether or not to do that. If it dies down enough, I might. But I'm moving into the back there. That's where I'm going to set up the bivvy. Third thing is, I didn't even realize this. Try and get them on camera here. The buildings off in the distance. We are like downtown. This video might have changed completely. Like we are stealth camping downtown. I didn't realize we were that close. Anyways, hasn't died down much. But it's I'm glad that I moved the picnic bench here because it's very interesting. Very little people have noticed that I've been sitting here. Spatial awareness is at an all-time low. Just saying. So it's a good thing because nobody's really noticed that I've been here. So I've just been hanging out. I might be setting up in the dark. There's a lot of people. I have a plan. I might get into it, but then I get into spews. But I have a plan. Spew. Camera's not gonna do it. That's the moon. Camera looks like the sun, but it is beautiful. Wow. Wow. I just got my setup done and they're doing rounds. They just went right by me. I'm putting the phone away in case they come back. Oh, come on. They're probably coming back. Okay, quick little update for you. Not only do we have the sleep setup done, which by the way, I might have figured out an amazing setup, but we'll get into that in the morning. But I forgot to wash my pot when I made ramen. So I have to boil water, clean that up real quick, and then we'll get to dinner. Okay. Well, let me just state right off the hop. I have no idea how they didn't see me. I have no idea. I'll get further into it in the morning once my camera's a bit better, like once my phone can actually see me. We're going red light. I'm sorry. I'm not having a bright old light shining right now. I'm still a little paranoid. But it is October. It is Halloween, so, or almost Halloween. So we'll go a little spooky. Anyways, dinner tonight, we're going classic ravioli. I'm not gonna lie, I had to wait, like, that was like a shot of fun juice and a long decompression for Dano. That was extremely stressful. I legitimately thought I was booked. I thought that's why they were. I'll get into it in the morning. Anyways, ravioli. We're going easy. We're going classic. And I can just walk out to the garbage, hopefully, because that's what I was doing when I saw them. Classic ravioli, anyways. There we go. Let's heat that up. I am very much hungry. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Dinner's done. Everything's packed away. Only thing left to do now is enjoy a little bit more fun juice. Call it a night. I really gotta say, I am extremely happy with this. We'll have to see how it feels inside, but as far as like a stealth setup, oh, I'm so excited to show you in the morning. Anyways, unless something happens, we'll see you in the morning. Morning time. I set my tent up. I'm thinking on an anthill. Like they are everywhere on my tent. I don't know, like, do I move it at this point? That's all my stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be honest. I've been looking around. I've been trying to find a spot. I'm not gonna lie, I kneel down and I just kind of wait and look around. And what I've noticed is this whole spot is just like, I don't know if the answer, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. You can't put this there and the ants not be there. So my plan, I'm getting inside, and that's a future Dano's problem. We're getting in. Wow. Literally sitting, getting a time lapse of the sunrise. Boom, it just starts downpouring out of nowhere. Wow. I got all my stuff covered though, luckily. And I'm in a raincoat. Morning, everyone. How'd you sleep? Oh man, I'll tell you, I'll be completely honest with you. I slept amazing. It genuinely felt like I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, it was like 5 a.m. Man, if I thought last night was crazy, this morning was the definition of 0 to 100. Holy. So we'll get into last night. First off, the workers drove right past me. I wanted to show you what happened, but the weather's super iffy right now. It's on and off rain. Sorry if the wind is bugging you. So I wanted to show you what happened last night, but honestly at this point I just kind of want to pack my bag and get out of here. So yeah, last night workers almost busted me. I have no idea how they didn't see me. They drove right past me. Maybe they did, I don't know, but they didn't do anything nevertheless. So I woke up this morning, got everything, got a coffee going, was about to get a time lapse going. I literally hit record on the phone, time lapse started. and it was like a wall of rain. Like I hit record, I went, I sat down, I grabbed my coffee, and it was like like it hit so hard and so fast. And the first thing that came to mind when you saw that shot of me that was dang near panicking in the rain, my first thought was that my phone was uncovered and it was pouring rain. So I went and grabbed you and started recording. Then I sat down, I was like, okay, it's raining. I threw my raincoat on, it's fine, deal with it. As I'm sitting there to get a time lapse of the sunrise, a police van pulls into the park and goes down the trail. And I was like, nope. At that point, no. Like I packed everything away. It was on and off rain the entire time. A lot of my stuff is wet. I apologize if the wind is bugging the shot. A lot of my stuff, really, it only came down, as you can probably tell, it only came down to my rain fly getting soaked, and then everything else was pretty much good to go though. But I've been trying to air it out using gravity. I just put it, and yeah, it was a rough morning to say the least. Well, I packed up, I beelined it for this gazebo because, like I said, the weather's been on and off rain. And I mean like every 5 minutes. I don't mean like, So I've just been kind of waiting. I got a time lapse. Not the time lapse I wanted to get, but a time lapse nevertheless. So I got the sunrise. Honestly, I'm gonna get on out of here. It's been a crazy morning. But we did it. Yeah. So, I'd like to thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who watches, everybody who subscribes. If you're not subscribed, pretty please hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Oh, okay.